Hi guys, today I would like to give a little advice, or maybe more than one, two, three, let's see, to Tyler, how to play orcs. I'm not, of course, as good as Grubby, our legendary player and one of my most favorite players of all time of any games, but I'm kinda decent at Warcraft 3. I'm 2400 MMR, so I kinda know how to play. So let's see, how is Tyler doing in Warcraft 3? Okay, so by his build order, I already know that he wants to play Farseer with Headhunters. It's a standard strategy. He's also playing against Undead, so most of the time people are trying to get Farseer as the first hero. So yeah, this is how I predicted it, and I'm correct. So there are two things Tyler can do right now against Undead when he is playing Farseer. The first thing is trying to creep with your Farseer, but there is a little issue. You don't have a grunt to creep your first camps. So if you are creeping with your Farseer, for example this camp or any other camp, it's very difficult to get it quickly and without spending too much mana of your hero and losing HP on your hero. So I would say that if you are going for Headhunters and you are missing your first grunt, it's better to go to your opponent's base, opponent's part of the map, and try to keep him at his level 1 for as long as you can. Let's see what's the choice of Tyler. Tyler is creeping. Okay, so now, as I said, because Tyler doesn't have his grunt, it will be very difficult for him to creep this camp. So he will lose some HP on his Farseer. He will be forced to use his wolves 2 times. And let's see how it goes. If I'm correct with that prediction. Right, start the replay. Okay, go. So yeah, you can try to tank some damage with your Farseer at the start of creeping that camp. Yeah, and as I said, see, guys, it's very difficult. So the thing Tyler can do right now is to just take the item and back off. So he doesn't lose more HP, he's not forced to use his second wolves right now. Okay, and as we see, it takes some time to creep this camp. Look, and now Farseer lost half of his mana. He lost like 30% of his HP points. And he is still creeping that camp. Yeah. And his wolves are damaged. And now, look how it goes if you are going for that camp with your grunt. Is my obese switching the... Yeah, okay. Wait, my obese? Okay. So now, look, I'm summoning my wolves.
The spirits are restless.
Why I can't summon my wolves? Because I'm using the observer mode, that's why I didn't know. Okay, so I need to change one thing in my observer mode, sorry. We need to get rid of game time, map name, flags, charts, selected unit. Now, okay. Okay, so you're just creeping like this, going into the camp, trying to dive, backing off your Farseer, now tanking with your wolves, and look, changing your aggro. Your Farseer is attacked once again, change aggro to wolf. Wolves is getting attacked, change aggro once again. Grunt is attacked, so change aggro once again. And look, you use only one set of wolves. You lost like 100 HP points on your Farseer, but you have way more mana. And you have a grunt, so you can go and creep this camp instantly. You don't have to wait for your Headhunter. Yeah? So this is a good thing to do if you want to creep. Yeah, I get it that, for example, playing with only Headhunters in your composition is better because it's kind of easier to control. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. But I see that Tyler is trying to improve as much as he can. So I would say that trying to at least test creeping with a grunt, then switching to Headhunters would be a good try. Would be a good try, which could improve his gameplay. So now let's see how is it in the replay. So as we see, look, yeah, there is way more lesser mana. Yeah, he lost way more HP. So this is a thing you could try to do. Yeah. On the other hand, I see that Tyler isn't delaying his tier 2 at all. He's trying to creep this camp right now. Look. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Look, because, yeah, and now he's forced, look, now he will be forced to use his third set of the wolves. Third set, yeah? And by creeping with a grunt, you are forced only to use your second set of wolves. So you save like 80 mana, yeah? You're faster creeping this camp. So you can do way more. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, now let's... And see, now he's forced to use his third set of wolves. See? And let's back to my game. Let's move back to my game with a grunt. Okay, I was healing now, yeah? I was healing now, so let's keep it in mind. But let's use the second set. And I can creep it easily with second set of wolves. Just go. Look. I'm not even using my micro. Hands up in the air. So trying to play headhunters only is the thing that beginner players like to do, and I get it, it's fine, yeah? But if you want to improve more, I would recommend trying to go for build order with grunt, then going for headhunters. Just try it. You will see that it might be a good choice. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the early game. Let's say it that way. Yeah. Let's see what happens now in Tyler's game. This is the same thing for Blade Master Mirror Image. Yeah. If you are playing Blade Master Mirror Image, I think that going for Grand is a must thing. Like, it's way better if you are going for a Grand than you are going for Blade Master Image with Headhunters instantly. Yeah? So it's a very similar case. Okay, so let's get back to this game. So as we see that Undead player is trying to get Tyler's barrow. He's very aggressive. Tyler's reaction is kind of good. Okay. So now another thing. Nowadays, Orcs meta is to build barrows like in the back of your base. So things like this don't happen to you. Yeah, it just doesn't happen to you, because if your barrow is more in the back of your base, yeah, you have way more time to react, because you see on your minimap that something is getting into your base, yeah, and the destination that peons have to go through is shorter, yeah. So trying to build your barrows like here, or maybe here, would be kind of smarter, yeah, than building it next to your buildings. This is a thing I'm doing also now. This is a thing that most of the times you're trying to do against, against human, because they're trying to go for your barrows almost in every single game, mostly when they get level 3 of the Archmage, which doesn't happen that often, but it happens. Against Night Elf, going for barrows in the back of your base also, I think, is a good thing. So I was also the guy that, like half a year ago, was still building his barrows in front of the base, because you know barrows. If somebody is trying to attack your barracks or your other buildings, you can just put some peons into the barrow and you're protecting your buildings, yeah? But over the time, I think, I understood that the value you get from the offensive barrow isn't as big as I thought before, yeah? Because How many times you're using your barrows to defend your buildings? Like, let's say once every 5 games, yeah? And how many times your barrows are getting attacked in the game, yeah? Almost every second game, you have to protect your barrows, yeah? So I would say it's better to build your barrows like somewhere behind your base, closer to your peons, yeah? So Tyler could have avoided that losing of the barrow if he would just change his building layout a little, yeah? The layout Tyler was doing right now would be good against orcs if you want to close your base, yeah? Or if you know that your opponent might want to tower rush you, yeah? Then a barrow, offensive one, would be good. So, another very important thing for, let's say, players that are trying to get better at Warcraft 3 is to be active. Just be active, yeah? Don't stand in the one place. Try to do something, yeah? So I like the thing that Tyler is creeping all the time. He isn't wasting his precious time. On the other hand, Undead is trying to get his hunted gold mine. The best thing, okay, this Undead player is very aggressive. Is he going to use his Impel? Yes, of course. He's trying to go for his Farsi. Tyler has Cloak of Shadows, but there is a Barrack Crypt Lord with Impale, so he can't really hide. Okay, another Impale, but the Undead player, that's a good Creepjack, to be honest. Yeah, that is a good Creepjack, very good. Tyler is going for Tauren Chieftain. Okay, Tauren Chieftain. He's losing his headhunters. Okay. To be honest, this Undead has a great early game. He crapped his gold mine for free. He got a barrow. Now he creepjacked Tyler and got like 3 headhunters. So it's very good. It's very good for him. Another Impale. That one was kinda greedy. Tyler, don't use your TP. Cloak of Shadows. Okay, he just trying to save himself by using a Chain Lightning. Okay, that was good. That was good. Tauren Chieftain on the way. Tyler has like 200 gold and he's losing his headhunters again. Okay, so another big issue for Tyler right now is that he doesn't know that his opponent has his second gold mine up and running, so it's not cool. He's kinda blind right now, yeah? So with level 3, okay, now when you get level 3 of your Farseer, you have two things to do, yeah? You can do 2 things, yeah? First one is creeping. First one is to summon your another set of wolves, leave it for Tauren Chieftain, and go creep with it. And then Farseer is scouting around the map. Yeah. Second one is that you are going for stuff of teleportation for your Farseer. You are going to Undead's base. Yeah. Summoning wolves at his base and trying to kill his acolytes. If your opponent is trying to kill you, you're running away with Staff of Teleportation. And if you can't run with Staff of Teleportation, I mean, if your opponent forced you, for example, you're using your Staff of Teleportation, yeah, and you are getting impaled, then you are using your Scroll of Town Portal, yeah. But most of the times, you're able to run away with Staff of Teleportation. I mean, you can do both things, like you can summon wolves, scout your opponent with Farseer. TC is creeping with headhunters and wolves, trying to unlock your gold mine. It's very important thing to unlock your gold mine as an orc player as fast as you can. Because most of the time orcs are trying to get their second base when they're pushing opponent, yeah? When they're trying to get some control of the map, so opponent can't move freely, yeah. So yeah, so you can summon wolves, leave it for Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain is creeping with the wolves. Wolves are tanking some damage, yeah. And Farseer is scouting around. TC is using wolves during the creeping. Wolves are dead. You are summoning another wolves and trying to go for acolytes, yeah. Okay. Let's continue. What is Tyler doing, right? Now, what is he doing? Let's see. So Tyler is creeping that camp. Okay, so okay, this headhunter needs to be careful. The thing that Tyler is creeping with Farseer is unfortunately a mistake right now, because as I said, after getting level 3 Farseer, he's supposed to scout the map around, yeah, summon wolves for TC, and make some space for TC to get level 3 as fast as possible, yeah? So this is a little mistake. We are focusing only on Tyler's gameplay. He's going, okay, Tyler is going for Tauren Totem, Spirit Lodge, and Fortress, okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
The thing I like so far from Tyler's gameplay is that he isn't like standing in the middle doing nothing, he's creeping. He's always trying to be an active player. This is a good thing. He's trying to do something. I was coaching some players back in the days with like 1000 MMR, and the biggest problem I had with them was that they just standed for no reason in the middle of the map and did nothing. Like they just stand EFK. So I like the thing that Tyler is very active. He got crept, unfortunately. Creep jacked. So there's healing word. Sometimes when you're creeping difficult camps, it's worth to use your healing words. Another thing that people forget very often is that some items in Warcraft 3 give you scenarios that happen only if you get that item. What do I mean by that? For example, if you get healing words, yeah, you are allowed to creep more difficult camps than usually. So for example, you can creep this camp without any problem, but just use one of your healing words, yeah? Then you can go even for that camp, for the red one, with the units that you had, yeah? But you need to use your healing word. So we could say that healing word gives you a free creeping opportunity of difficult camps that your opponent wouldn't expect that you are creeping at this time of the game. So keep in mind that with some items you are able to do different creep camps. Another example of item that gives you different opportunities is, for example, Book of the Dead, the book that summons skeletons, yeah? With that book, you're also allowed to creep more difficult camps, and you can do a very unexpected timing against your opponent, as long as he isn't a Nightel, of course, because they can just use one wisp and kill all of your skeletons, yeah? Okay, so Tyler was now doing his macro, that's why he was EFK. I mean, not really EFK, but he was just doing his macro, I guess, yeah? But he could do it a little faster, a little faster, yeah? A little faster. So he knows that his opponent is running around him right now, so he is kind of preparing for an attack. He's going for Tauren, he's getting Witch Doctors with Master rank, which is one of the best casters in the game. Usually it's very difficult to get that unit, but if you can make it with your gameplay, that's good. That's good. Witch Doctors are great. Okay, wait. Try to use your watch words. Sentry words, I mean. Sentry words. Okay. Okay, so Tyler now should know that there is an expansion because he can see the Blight Grant, yeah? He can also go for counter expansion right now with tiny Great Hall. Let's see the difference in gold, guys. Where is that? The difference in gold. Oh, look at this gold mind difference. Okay, you can see it, unfortunately, but wait, I'll show you. We need to do this that way. Show it. Oh, 3,000 gold. 3,000 gold. That's so much. And Tyler is going for tiny Great Hall, which is good. That's good. The only thing I don't like now is that Tyler isn't using his Witch Doctors and he isn't using the Sentry Wards.
A player's forces are under
Remember, guys, Vision in Warcraft 3 is one of the best things you can get. Because, look, for example, if Tyler used a Sentry Ward here, here, and here, he'll know that he won't be attacked soon. So he can move around the map, yeah? Now Tyler's, this is just my guess. Now Tyler's had things like, okay, I need to set up my second base. I want to get our economy even. So I need to protect at all cost my peons in my second base. Yeah, he's kind of right. He's kind of right. But if you have a TP like Tyler has right now, Scroll of Town Portal, yeah? You are not really forced to stand in your second base and protect your economy, yeah? Having a TP in your inventory is like being in that place already, yeah? You are just going creeping, you see that your opponent is going into your base, just use TP, and that's it. Standing in one place when you have a TP is a waste of time, So, for example, Tyler could have crept that camp. Yeah, his opponent is attacking his base. Just use TP. You crept a camp and you defend your base anyway. But you got bigger value because your TC gets level 3 and an item. Yeah. So if you have a TP, TP basically lets you to let you move around the map without any problems. Yeah, without any issues, without being scared that you won't be able to defend your second base.
a player's forces
So
are
look,
under attack.
and the player is creeping right now, yeah, and Tyler, unfortunately, standing EFK. I have to call it EFK stand, unfortunately, which we don't like. You always want to be active. The worst thing you can do is stand and do nothing. And remember, vision is one of the most important things in the game. If you have Witch Doctors, always use your Sentry Wards. Always. Yeah, this is what Tyler is thinking right now. He wants to get even economy. Yeah, and he's scared of his second base that he might get attacked by opponent. Okay, and look, he's getting attacked. Just use TP. Just use your TP. There is a status trap that will stun these units. Yep, TP. TP would have been better. Farseer. Healing Ward. Goldmine defense. Big one. Farseer running. Good micro with the hero. Okay. Torrent's doing job. Nice. Level 3 TC. If he got that level 3 TC before start of the fight, Tyler would have destroyed that fight. But I think he's doing well anyway. I mean, he's 47 supply against 58. But he's doing well. Yeah, he won it. And that got a nice item. Look, Ancient Jungle of Endurance. You know, things like getting fortified for your barrows is also a very important thing. But I think Tyler didn't have that much wood because he went for Witch Doctors, Torrents. It's very expensive. Very, very expensive. Okay. Sentry Wards. Sentry Wards. Try to use it. Like here. And here. A vision is the thing you always want to get if you can. Always. Like, for example, watch Happy's gameplay. He's trying to go for Shade. Night elves that trying to keep wisps around the map to see as much as they can, yeah? Orcs, Blade Master mostly, Mirror Image, Wolves to scout the map around, yeah? Human players sending footies here and there to also scout the map. Vision is a very, very important thing. So now we are in a part of the game where Undead is on his on two bases for so long that he just wants to fight. So there is no room to creep. Experience almost the same. Okay. So yeah, now I get it. Tyler is just waiting. TC, focus. Okay, another thing. If you are playing against Undead late game, you always want to buy potion, which saves your hero from the Goblin Merchant. Always try to buy that potion. It saves your life. It's very important for TC. Healing word, nice. Okay, so I'm feeling like Tyler just wants to get a better composition, which is Taurens, Witch Doctors, Shaman with Bloodlust, and Berserkers. Let's see if it works. Okay, nice Nova, healing word. Nice Stomp. But be careful. I bet that TC will die at least once. Try to impale. Healing ward. Okay, fighting in 4 towers. That's brave. And there is a Frostworm, yeah. And there is a Frostworm. So what would I do now? So, first of all, I think I would have gone for third hero, which is Shadowhunter. Now, if I see Frostworms, like you have to get barracks, yeah. Train more Berserkers. Maybe try to get Bestiary and get at least 1 Cold Beast to boost damage of all of your units and heroes. You could also try to go for Blade Master 3rd, by the way. Blade Master 3rd isn't that bad if you can get it with that composition. Blade Master is doing great against air units because with Lightning Orb in his inventory, you can basically keep the unit in the place. Yeah? So, for example, Blade Master is going for the Frostworm. Yeah, as we see, Frostworm has a lot of HP points. Yeah, so Undead can micro it. And for example, you are going ham on that Frostworm, you are not killing it because your opponent is moving it back, it's getting coiled. You're basically wasting all of your damage to kill that unit, yeah? You could have killed, for example, 2 Fiends or a Destroyer, something like that, yeah? So, Blade Master helps in that case because with Lightning Orb, he has a chance to keep the unit in the place it stands. Let's call it that way. I know how. I guess Tyler knows how the Lightning Orb works, yeah? So I don't need to explain it. Okay, that's a great... Now it's time to focus that Death Knight. Oh, he was too slow, unfortunately. But he got a bunch. Now move back, heal up, and get Shadowhunter or Blade Master. Shadowhunter would be also good because he gives you a chain CC. For example, Stomp, right after Stomp, Hexed. And this is a long CC chain. I mean, a Hex is not really a stun, yeah? A CC. But it makes hero more easy to kill, yeah? Because he can't use his abilities, yeah? He is slowed down. He can't use his items. Where is the Kodo Beast? Okay, Tyler is now trying to get a... I mean, I think he will try to go for Bat Riders, but he has some armor upgrades, and luckily just one. So, Bat Riders aren't that good, to be honest, against air units if your opponent gets armor upgrades. It's very difficult to kill them. Because the more armor for air units, the more Bat Riders damage is reduced. He's creeping. This is a great composition to creep. You can basically destroy any camp in a second or two. So I would say Tyler is trying to play smart. I have to say that, yeah? Overall, he's playing smart. Just little things to change. The biggest problem in that game was creeping early game and not scouting. Not using items, healing words during creeping, yeah? Okay. So he has one attack upgrade, 3 torrents. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Bloodlust for Shamans, which is kinda bad. If you can't get Bloodlust and healing words, you're basically impossible to kill. Yeah, and I know he has destroyers, yeah, but it's not like destroyers will devour every single bloodlust, yeah. Bad position of the casters, yeah, and he's trying to kill them. Yeah. Third hero, like Blade Master or Shadow Hunter, that would help a lot. Purge. Use Purge of your Shaman. I know there is so many things to micro, so it's not that easy. But and now this, yeah. So imagine now, guys. Imagine one thing. Imagine that TC is a Blade Master level 1. He has Orb of Lightning, and he keeps some units in the stun, let's say, in that place, yeah? And TC, instead of fighting with air units, goes there, and uses his Stomp. That would be instant GG. So yeah, Tyler is doing well, I have to admit. He's doing well. I mean, it's 61 against 66, so it's still a close game. Farseer needs to be careful. You see? Potion. Oh, Tyler, you didn't use your potion. And Mike, oh, now, yeah, this is a late game undead. Now fighting without units. Yeah. I mean, without heroes is a difficult thing. It's not StarCraft, yeah? Oh, dieback! Oh, that was painful. That's a dieback, guys. That's a dieback. Okay, so overall, I have to say that Tyler was doing fine. Just little things to change. He's trying to micro. I see that he's understanding game better and better. Yeah. A major one. Okay, so what I would recommend to Tyler now is, firstly, try to play with Grunt first and just check if this build works for you. Second thing, always try to aim if you like to creep. If you're a guy that likes to creep and that's your style, you don't really like to harass your opponents from the start of the game, your goal is always to get level 3 of your hero. Once you get level 3 of your Farseer, try to get some kind of timing. Yeah, try to scout with your wolves, or leave wolves for your second hero to creep faster and scout with Farseer. Okay, this is very important. Third thing, what would be third thing? So if you are going for a second base and you have TP in your inventory, you don't have to stand next to it and protect it. You can use your TP if you are getting attacked. That's enough. TP is enough. Another thing, against undeads, it always worth to get third hero. If they like to get many air units, I would say that Blade Master third would be good. If you don't have riders in your composition, for example, yeah? Because you need some catch ability against your opponent, and Blade Master kinda gives that to you. Kinda, yeah? I know that if you're going for so many types of units as Tyler went for, it's very difficult to control. Shamans, TC, Farseer, Blade Master, Witch Doctors, use your abilities, then use the abilities of your riders, and Senner. It's very difficult. So Blade Master would help a lot because you don't need to use manually his abilities, yeah? Like he has critical strike, mirror image, that's enough, yeah? And the lightning orb, which catches the units in the air or on the ground, yeah? That's it for now. I will try to follow more Tyler's games. Maybe I will try to watch also Hera games, but I'm not an undead expert, so it's really difficult to give me some advices to find obvious mistakes, yeah? So I will try to focus on orc players, and I hope that someone we get some use from that video. See you guys, thanks, and see you in another episode. Bye.